The NFL on CBS, it's Week 13, an interconference battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. 4-7, they have not had a losing record in a season since 1990. Dennis Green wants to finish this season with a winning record. He has never finished below 8-8 in his tenure as the head coach of the Vikings. He is the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, the second time he's won that honor in the last 5 weeks. Eddie George in the backfield, motion man Kinney. 2nd and 13 after that holding call on first down. George made up some of the yardage. McNair nearly spun down, avoids trouble, throwing on the run to the sideline and caught. Frank Wycheck, who has been the safety valve. 3rd and short upcoming. Minnesota defense. Collinet, Robbins, Hovan, who's the star of this defensive line, and Sawyer up front. Linebackers, the veteran is Ed McDaniel. He's joined by Kylie Wong and Lemansky Hall. And the secondary, Dale Carter is the newcomer, and he has helped Eric Kelly in that maturation process as a rookie. McNair had locked in on Hicks out across the middle. On a 2nd and 4. Handoff, Eddie George back in there. Got a hole! Herdwood remaining on his feet, and he's in. Touchdown, Titans. Now a 3rd and 7. Crowd trying to get involved early. Shotgun, McNair. Protection is there. McNair steps up. McNair, little shake and bake move. McNair throwing on the run. To the sideline, wide open, Drew Bennett. It'll be a 37-yard attempt for Joe Nedney. He is 15 of 22 on field goals this year. Nedney bangs it through, and Tennessee has extended the lead 10-0. And Dante Culpepper does not have the helmet on. Todd Bauman does. Take a look at the Minnesota offensive line, and it's the first time this group has been together healthy since October 28th. Badger, Lucina, and Dixon have all been banged up. And the backs and receivers, that's the one thing about this Minnesota team, Solomon. At 4-7, you look at the record and say, how could it possibly happen? They still can line up a scoreboard with those skill position players. At their own 34. Looking to throw for it, they do. Randy Moss gets the step. Moss trying to cut to the open field. Week against Green Bay. For Bishop to return from that partially torn tendon in his left big toe. First down for Minnesota, their first of the day. Into double coverage. Catch made by Carter. Chris Carter shoveled it out on a lateral for Randy Moss. They didn't get, and we're going to apologize to Mike Myers before we even do this. Any chance we get to bring in something a little wacky, our production staff decides, yeah, let's go for it.
When Randy isn't playing, when he does just stand on the line of scrimmage, as you read some of his comments, I mean, it leaves the fans feeling a little bit empty, particularly when all the other players on the team is giving 100% of the time.
They're looking for their 3rd straight win away from Philadelphia. On a 1st and 10, Bauman, long ball, up top, into double coverage, and knocked away. Into coverage on Moss. Watch the quarterback's shoulders. Here's Moss with a spin move and a first down.
Play there, and that's what they're really trying to guard against. They don't want to give up the big play.
4 receivers on a handoff. There's a hole from Michael Bennett, and he's a speedster. Bennett
in open space.
They're talking about Olympic sprinter speed.
That's right.
Drop by Bauman. A sidearm toss to the sideline. Caught by Jake Reed, the 3rd. With 7:45 and counting left first half. Bauman straight back. Bauman fires to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Byron Chamberlain. Third and 2 for Tennessee on a pitch. Eddie George has a hole. Eddie George, long strides into Minnesota territory.
The ability of Steve McNair.
On a 3rd and 9. Crowd is into it. McNair under pressure and sack. Lance Johnstone.
Come in, and so they've continued to play musical chairs up front in the offensive line, and they really lack the cohesion up front.
3rd and 8. Little floater up top. Great catch by Moss. Oh, boy.
Okay, go get the running back.
And a loss of 2. Will this drive stall out? Here's Bauman on a 3rd and 12. Steps up. Bauman looking to run. Bauman has the room. First down for Bauman across the 30-yard line.
Moss, and then to Michael Bennett. It's getting the ball to different players and keeping his defense off balance.
10th play of the drive, pump fake. Bauman looking for it all to the end zone. Second effort by Jake Reed. Did he get it? Yes! Touchdown, Vikings!
That ball appeared to be tipped.
It was by Michael Booker.
Yeah, Booker was there, just couldn't get a solid hand on it. Give credit to Jake Reed for really staying with the ball, making an athletic grab of his own.
He aged in 1997 as the third QB finally got a shot as the backup this year. Bauman, quick slant, Randy Moss in the open field where he is just so dangerous.
I think he made an excellent adjustment that time.
Four receivers set, draw play. Michael Bennett has a hole. Look at the speed of Bennett, cutting it to the outside, and he's gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Third catch of the day for Dyson. Mason has 3 as well. This is a 1st and 10 for Tennessee. Eddie George loses the football. George coughs it up, and Minnesota's got it. Willie Howard, the rookie defensive tackle out of Stanford, has been carted off the field. That right leg apparently injured, and Minnesota takes over with Bauman stepping up in the pocket. Bauman throwing over the middle. All kinds of room for Doug Chapman. Chapman cutting it. Looks for the angle, and he's there. Touchdown, Vikings. All the way back to the Houston days, and now in his second year as a member of this Minnesota defense. Throwing. McNair, wide open, Wycheck. Frank Wycheck with a big gainer. Well, on a 2nd and 6, George in the backfield. Play fake. McNair under a rush and spun down by Kylie Wong. Chris Coleman has checked in as a receiver. Out of the shotgun, McNair stepping up. McNair under heat and devoured. Fred Robbins. We're both in the huddle, but Minnesota took a timeout. And Bauman throwing. Randy Moss. Excellent grab by Moss. Into Tennessee territory, and everything is working right now for George in the backfield. McNair to throw it. McNair guns it. Corner of the end zone. Caught by Mason. Touchdown, Titans. Scrimmage, play clock winding down. Here's Bauman. The protection is there again. Wide open. Chris Carter. Chapman remains in the backfield. Bauman wants to pass it. Guns it over the middle. Catch is made by Carter. Flips it. Oh my goodness. Byron Chamberlain. Chris Carter takes a chance, but had the awareness to know that Chamberlain was trailing on the play.
He's a poised veteran. He knows what he's doing out there. Chris Carter. Byron Chamberlain.
1st and goal from the 10, and a beautifully thrown ball by Bauman to start it off. Hand up. Bennett exploding to the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Oakland Raiders. Check your local listings, and for more, go to cbs.sportsline.com. Here's McNair, forced to keep it himself. And he loses the football. If Minnesota got it, that will seal it.
Yeah, he was chasing McNair out of the pocket, and he stayed with it. Report the team, but they certainly want better attitude and more mature behavior from the players.
On 3rd and 10 from the 15, throwing. Picked off. Bauman makes a mistake. Andre Dyson will take a knee.
Other than controlling your own destiny, and that's the situation I think the Vikings find themselves in.
Their last win, that Monday night game against the Giants.
Today, as you can see, only 17 points given up to Tennessee, so they're holding up true to form.
On 4th down, a 4th and 14, McNair throwing over the middle. Bennett's got a 1st down, and then some.
Want to totally count out the Titans right now.
1st and goal from the 9. McNair out of the pocket, rolling. Back to the other way, and throwing to the end zone. Frank Wycheck with a touchdown.
His vision of the field and able to get the ball to the receivers in very tight positions.
And was not a one-week wonder, which we have seen in this league before. Randy Moss, catch and go. Moss accelerating. He'll take it the distance. Randy Moss. Touchdown. 73 yards.
I think I saw sparks coming off the back of his shoes because, let me tell you, he was shot out like a rocket. Made one guy miss, and you could have put the stopwatch on him from there.
Todd Bauman stepping in for the injured Dante Culpepper. And the Vikings defeat the Titans 42-24. For Minnesota, it is a victory at home. A big offensive effort. Defense did its job as well. 42-24, Vikings over Tennessee.